Welcome back to my channel, Education and Masti. So, sound waves. Generally, what we hear around us, what we feel that is coming through our ears is sound. So, sound is produced everywhere. Like if someone is calling you, you're able to hear it because the person calling you is producing some sound through the vocal cord. So, sound and its production from vibrations means that sound is produced by vibrations. Now, how is that? Let us understand that. Before that, we need to know what is sound. So, let's understand sound in few points. So, first point is that it is a form of energy. Sound is a form of energy. Okay? Second point is that it produces sensation. It produces sensation of hearing in our ears. Then, third point is that it is produced by vibration. Produced by vibrations. So, here what we get to know is that sound is a form of energy which produces sensation of hearing in our ears and is produced by vibrations. So when a body is vibrating, then only sound is produced. Okay? We are also when speaking, there's a vibration which is going on in our vocal cord or larynx, that is a voice box. So because of the vibrations there, we are able to speak. Okay? So let's take an example. Like suppose I have a wire which I have stretched between two metal boxes. Okay. So now if with the help of a hand, if I touch this, first let me thread this. This is the wire. Okay. So if I am touching this with my finger, like we are doing with guitar, how we play the guitar, like that only if we are striking this with our fingers, what we see that it does an to and from motion. How? It goes like this. Like this. And like this. Like this. Like this. So this is what the wire does when we strike it with our hand. So this is the vibration which is done by this wire, and then we are able to hear the sound from here. That sound is heard because of vibrations. Okay. So we have another example. Let's see that. You might heard about tuning fork. Okay, it is something like this. So this is a tuning fork. Okay. So what is this tuning fork? This object or the device keeps vibrating. Okay. Its prongs keep vibrating. Okay. Like this. It moves. Small vibrations occur. So it moves. So when it is touching a freely suspended ball. Okay. Like here it is a ball is there and it is attached to it. Now if this tuning fork touches this ball, what will happen? The ball will start moving away from it. Okay. It will start moving away from it. It will go in this direction. Why? Because this tuning works these prongs. Okay. These are prongs, and what happens? This vibrates. So if a vibrating body touches a stationary body, then it will also start moving. The stationary body will also start moving. So that is what it is happening here. When a vibrating tuning fork touches a stationary object, suppose that it is a ball, a freely suspended ball. So what will happen? The ball will start moving. Why it will start moving? Because a vibrating object is touching a stationary object. So automatically it will start moving. If we are hitting a ball, or we can say a freely suspended ball, then it also starts moving, right? So that is what is happening here also. So because of this also, sounds are coming because of the vibrations. So from all these things, what we have got is that a vibrating body is a source of sound. Okay, a vibrating body is a source of sound. So this is an important thing which we need to know, that a vibrating body is a source of sound. Now, if we are moving ahead, we want to know that if sound is an energy or not. So yes, sound is an energy. Okay, sound is an energy. Okay, why it is an energy? Because mechanical energy is required to start vibrations in a body producing sound. The vibrations of the body are transmitted in the medium in the form of waves from that point to the next, and so on. So vibrations of the body are transmitted, like I am speaking, and how you are able to hear it. Okay, suppose I am speaking. Okay, so what? Here many particles, many atoms are present, right? So my sound waves will strike this particle. So this particle will move to and fro. Okay, how it will move to and fro? It will go like this, it will come back again. So this to and fro motion will cause the movement of this particle, and again this particle will go and strike this particle. So like that only particles will strike each other, and then the person who is standing will be able to hear sound via ears. Okay, the particles will strike, and it will strike and go into the ears of the another person who is standing there, and that person will be able to hear what I am speaking. Okay, so this is a vibrating body. Okay, this is producing sound, suppose. Okay, so here I have particles, air particles, air molecules, air atoms, whatever you want you could call them. So let's say particles. So when this waves will strike these particles, this will come back and go ahead. This is called to and fro motion, which we see in a pendulum. Okay, so this will go here, come back. So when it will go ahead, what will happen? This will strike this particle, then it will also go back and come front. Like this only it will strike, and it will reach to the person who is standing here. Okay, and through the ears of that person will be able to hear what I am speaking. So this is how there is a transmission of energy. Okay. The sound propagation requires a material medium. Come back to sound. Here we saw 3 points. Let's add 1 point. That sound requires a medium to travel. Requires a medium to travel. Now, what is this medium? Okay, medium means the solid, liquid, or gas in which the sound travels. Medium is, I am talking about solid, liquid, and gas. These are the mediums in which sound travels. You might have heard about light. Light travels in vacuum also. How is the proof? Light comes from sun, and in space there is no liquid, solid, or gas. So there is vacuum, so light travels in vacuum. But sound cannot travel in vacuum. Sound cannot travel in vacuum. Okay. So we have a proof of this also. First understand it with a simple example. Okay. So what is the example is, like we see astronauts, they go into the space, right? So you might have heard sometimes that astronauts are not able to hear what they are talking. Okay, not because of the suit what they wear, but because there is no medium in space like solid or liquid or gas. Space is what? Space is vacuum. And sound cannot travel in vacuum. That is why they need some devices through which they can hear the sound. Now, how it is proved that sound needs some medium to travel? So, for that, we have a bell jar experiment. So, this is a bell jar. Ignore my drawing. Okay, this is a bell jar. This is an electric bell. Here we have battery key and a vacuum pump. Okay, So if you are keeping a vibrating device, that suppose I am keeping an alarm clock here, okay? I am keeping an alarm clock here. So what this alarm clock will do? I will switch on the alarm clock and I will let the alarm clock vibrate. So if the alarm clock is vibrating here, we are able to hear it, right? Now if I apply or attach a vacuum pump here and remove all the air inside it, what will happen? Okay. Now if I am removing this, okay. So we took the example of alarm clock. Now again take an example of electric bell. If I am taking an electric bell and I am switching on the circuit, so this electric bell, we will be able to hear the sound of the electric bell, right? Now after some times what I will do, that I will attach a vacuum pump here and I will remove all the air present inside this bell jar. Okay, so when I will remove all the air from the vacuum pump, slowly you will see that you will not be able to hear the voice or sound of the electric bell which is still ringing. The voice will become slow and it will stop. Why it will stop? Because vacuum pump has removed all the air from inside. Now even though the electric bell is ringing, we will not be able to hear it. Why we will not be able to hear it? Because they have removed all the air from the inside, and if we have removed the air from the inside, then there is no medium through which the sound will travel and reach to us. So that is the reason why we say that sound needs a material medium to travel. That is solid, liquid and gas. It cannot travel in vacuum. Okay? It cannot travel in vacuum. So I hope this bell jar experiment is clear. So that is it for today. Thanks for watching this video. Subscribe to my channel. Click the bell icon for latest updates. Share with all your friends. Bye bye and thanks for watching.